Hello, Scott Parody here. Thanks for taking the time out of your schedule to check into my sneak peek on my current project, talking about money and the money games. Now I've had some questions. You're probably wondering if you've been watching these lives that I've been posting. Why is this guy always wearing a sweater? Well, I'm up in Alaska, and we still have 2 feet of snow on the ground. As a matter of fact, we've just today broken above freezing. I was out walking the dog last week, and they were snow blowing the track at the local high school. That is so. It was the funniest thing. You had six manpower, so individual snow blowers moving around the track. It looked like a snowblower race, if you will, and they're blowing the snow into the stands, into the bleachers. So it was quite the sight. I wished I would have had my phone with me or camera, taken a picture or a video and posted it. It was kind of funny. So at the end, as they finish, you've got a clear track and then about 2 feet of snow as a border around the entire track. So that was just an explanation. I do not have a sweater on today because we're above freezing today and it's a beautiful day. So now we're starting to see at least a little bit of pavement out on the streets. Today, what I wanted to talk to you about and get your feedback on, your input on, is how you play the money game. As I've explained before, there are two versions of the money game. One is the real economy, Main Street value creation money game. And this is the money game, how we create wealth, how we provide products and services to each other, how the economy functions. This is a game everyone is playing. Whether you believe you're playing it or not, you are playing the money game. Now, there is a second version, however, and that version arises once we create and then empower money. Once we empower money, people realize, hey, wait a minute, I don't need to create value and present value to the marketplace. All I have to do is acquire money by whatever means possible. Once I acquire money, I then have power and I can get whatever I want. So it's a second version of the money game. This is the financial or Wall Street power version of the money game. But so today I want to talk to you about playing that real economy, Main Street value creation money game. There are rules of play, if you will, and then there are also this idea of if you can master, you must understand the rules, but then master the skills, you can play this game well. Unfortunately, most people are not playing well. Most people are losing the money game, even the real economy value creation money game, because they don't understand the rules of play. Or they're being lured into or caught in traps that then force them into a disadvantage against more savvy, sophisticated, knowledgeable players. Now, what are those rules? So I pulled them up here, and I just wanted to present some very quickly for you to kind of give you an idea of the direction that I'm heading here with this presentation or the book that I'm working on. So the first rule in playing the real economy, Main Street value creation money game is real value or go home. If you are not solving problems, you're creating them. The real economy, wealth creation, is about generating surplus value, adding value. That is what the objective of the game is. That is what the game is all about. Now, I'm making some assumptions here. The assumptions are, and I think this is a valid assumption, most people are willing and want to play a fair game. Now, a fair game, play honestly, play by the rules. That is the laws that we've established, the rules of play. Now, folks will always refer to back this argument between socialism and capitalism. There's no such thing as pure capitalism, no such thing as pure socialism. When you hear those arguments, those are political arguments that people are trying to find a political advantage. Don't consider those kinds of arguments. What I'm talking about here is what happens in the real world. So what we want to do to play the real economy money game is create value. Rule number one is create value. If you're not creating value, then you're not contributing to the money game. You are not a player, you're a pawn. You are a pawn. So first rule, create and add value. Rule number two is so important. Refer back to rule number one. Rule number one is what matters, creating and adding value. Rule number three, refer to rule number one, create and add value. Now, some of these other points, relationships matter. The people you surround yourself, the people you team up with, the people you serve all matter. Relationships matter. Adaptability is your secret weapon. You must be able to adapt to what people want and need, and then be able to provide it more effectively and efficiently. This is what the competition in our, in theory, free market economy is all about. It's about becoming more efficient, more effective, delivering more value. Quality is queen, or king if you prefer. Quality endures. Not just fly by night, but create something of enduring value. Build a dream team, happy, productive teammates make a huge, huge difference. Innovate or stagnate. Avoid the legal or regulatory limbo. Create a value delivery love fest. Be a financial ninja. Tech up or tech out. Sustainability or bust. Give back, level up, and never stop learning. These are all the elements of this real economy value creation money game, about playing fair, about being ethical, about playing by the rules. But still, most people are losing this game because they don't understand what the focus of the game is or how other people are playing. Not everybody is playing by the rules. You got to understand that. Not everyone's playing by the rules, and not everyone is playing actually the same game that you're playing. Now, if you want to win this game, if you want to play well, you must stop watching and get in the game. You learn to play by playing the game. Learn the rules and then master the skills. We say free market and we talk about equality and opportunity, but the players are at different skill levels. Some people have mastered the skill of creating and bringing value to the marketplace. Most of us haven't. You must understand this idea of creating value, and that is get in the game. Get in the game. Be the extra in extraordinary. Do more than is required. Give a little extra, because then people will begin to understand that you bring even added value, more value than the norm. If you want to succeed in this real economy value creation money game, you must create surplus value. That is, you must produce more than you consume. Produce more than you consume. Consume less, create more. Consume less, create more. Pay yourself first. Now, you're out there every day working for money. You're working for money for all of these things that you want in your life. Well, turn the tables a little bit. Get your money to work for you. Take at least 10% off everything that you earn. 10% up front. Take 10% and then save and invest it. Put it to work for you. Put that extra money to work for you. You're first. Pay yourself first. Become a financial farmer. Every dollar is a seed. Plant it and cultivate it. This is how you get out of having to work by the hour, as you put your money to work for you. This is what savvy players do. And finally, don't rely on a single harvest. Create more value in new fields. Once you have something that works for you, continue that, but then look for other opportunities and expand your horizons. So, this is just a quick overview of what I'm talking about in playing this money game, the rules of the game. Most people do not understand what the rules are. You must first, what game am I playing? What are the rules of the game? And then develop the skills to play the game well. So there you have it. Thanks for tuning in. Please give me some feedback. Let me know what you think about how I framed this idea of playing this money game, the real economy value creation money game, and the rules that I've presented for you. I'll see you next time.